Okay, here let me show you guys how to solve this question, even though it has a lot of words, but again, we just have to pick up the key words. So first, right here, it says that this law will give us the rate of flow, which is R, right? So I'll just put on R, and we know is proportional to the force power of the radius. And you notice right here, this is just proportional. So that means you just directly multiply, right? So sometimes if you just see proportional, it means directly proportional. So I'm just going to write it as equals K times, and that's the force power of the radius. The radius is this little r. So I'll put down little r to the force power like this. And this is it. This is the general form for this. Well, next we know that it says when big R is 500, the little r, because it says the radius, is 4. So I just have to plug in the numbers. Again, 500 right here is for the capital R. And this right here is going to be equal to K times little 4 for the little r, right? And then raised to the power, it's also 4. So just like this. All right, so here we have 500. That's equal to, work that out, 4 to the fourth power, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. You can use a calculator and you end up with 256. Then you have the K. Well, to solve for K, we divide both sides by 256. So they cancel. I'll also divide this by 256. Well, as we can see, 2 goes into, actually let's use 4. 4 goes into 500, 125 times. And 4 goes into this 64 times. And again, if you want, you can use a calculator to reduce. And keep your answer in a fraction form though, because the decimal is quite long. So I will just write it as K equals 125 over 64 like this. Well, now let's put this back here. We know R is equal to 125 over 64 times little r to the fourth power like this. Finally, the question is asking, what's the rate of flow, which is the capital R, given that the radius is 6. So this right here is the little r. This right here is the radius that will go here. So I will just put this down. Capital R, we have to find that. This is 125 over 64 times, we will just have to put in 6 into here and then raise that to the fourth power like this. So right here, go ahead and use your calculator, 6 to the fourth power, and then multiply by 125 and then divide it by 64. All in all, let me tell you, capital R will be equal to 10125 divided by 4. If you keep it as a fraction, or if you write it as a decimal, which actually ends up nicely, 2531.25 like this. And finally, the unit for the capital R is this. You see, right here we have the centimeter cube per second. So I will just write that down right here, centimeter cube per second. And after that, we are just done. So I'll box this right here. Right? That's it.